Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to Emnix Plays Path of Exile Essence League Hardcore. Last time around we were just kind of chilling, going through Act 2. We killed Vale, we got to the city of Sarn. Um, today we have a bit more energy, we're not as tired as yesterday, so let's try to blast through as much content as we can. We still have to get through the crematorium. Crematorium? Crematorium. And hopefully we can do piety today. It might be a tall ask though. I mean, we only just started Act 3, but I don't know, maybe 40 minutes is enough. 40 minutes is enough to get to the docks at least, I think. Maybe not piety. We'll have to see. I'm guessing by next episode though, we'll definitely have piety. And then the decision will come on whether we want to kill Dominus right away or do some maps, get a couple levels before fighting him. I feel like he might be a little scary at this point in time. So I'm not too sure if I want to fight him right away. I don't know. I can't decide. We're getting a lot of maps though. Just now we just got 2 map drops. It's kind of insane. I'm like really looking forward to doing the Atlas though. Maybe we'll kill Piety next episode and then do a couple maps on the Atlas. That might be fun. Do we get Xana right away? Curtis, do you know?
I think so.
Yeah? So the moment you get into maps, you get Xana?
I don't know because I talked to Xana whenever I was doing a trade.
Oh.
Another person hideout. So, but she was hanging out in the lab device or whatever it's called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or in the internal lab?
The internal lab. Just
Okay.
hanging out there. So maybe. I haven't actually done a quest from her yet.
Oh, I see. So, okay, so you didn't even see her in the map, but you found her anyways. So can she go to your
she's in the lab.
hideout, or...?
No, you have to. I think they have to be level 2.
Okay, I get it.
So she's just hanging out.
Does she
We'll
sell
have to do
maps?
some more maps. She sells maps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even at level 1?
Even at level 1.
Interesting.
Yep.
There's a little bit of echo. I can hear myself through your,
In me?
Yeah.
Okay. I can turn down the gain a little bit.
Oh god.
How's that?
Much better.
Okay.
I feel like the gain doesn't do too much for you since you still sound the same
Okay.
in terms of volume.
You probably hear less of my breathing, which is a good thing.
Yeah, probably. I feel like if anything, gain just gives you more background noise. I've been trying to turn down the gain on my microphone as well. Cause yeah, it's sometimes I hear like a little bit of like the static, which is weird. Is this like a headset microphone?
Yep.
Okay.
So maybe.
Yeah, sometimes the sound kind of goes through the mic, or like, I guess the sound vibrations, because it's so sensitive. So it's interesting. I think that's one of the reasons why I stopped getting headphone mics, and the fact that I keep breaking them. Like I would.
You got a desktop now?
Yeah, I have the same one Wendy has.
Okay.
And then
I suppose then you can have a headset that's a really nice headset and a mic that's a really nice mic.
well, I actually have like
either.
I have a nice mic, but I have a cheap headset. And the reason why is I tend to break my headsets a lot. Like it just, it's a lot of wear and tear. Typically, I use it a lot. Stuff like breaks every year. So I ended up buying like a cheap $30 headset. It's still nice. The quality is good. I went online and I looked for like the best headset, the best bang for your buck headset. And then it was like a $40 headset or something like that. And the problem is like I keep running over the wires with my chair or something like that, and eventually it just gets frayed. It's always the wire. What?
What you can do is like the headset that I have.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty neat because the wire and the set are actually detachable.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's you can like do a twist, and then it just comes right off.
Yeah, I used to have one of those
And
as
then you,
well.
right, and then you just need to replace the wire if it breaks.
Well, a lot of times the wires, I basically just lose the wire. Like the left ear would stop working, you know, and then you would need to find a new wire for it.
Yeah,
So
then you just get the wire.
yours the wires are replaceable. Is
The
that what you're
wires are totally replaceable. Yeah,
Okay.
it's like it's two components, and then they connect. to the
Right.
headset.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I should get one of
So-
those. I mean, that would help a lot. Like I literally break a headset every single year. Like I'm not even kidding. I buy one every year.
Yeah.
And I used to have that problem as well, like with your where people could hear whatever I'm watching or whatever, even though my mic isn't on.
Yeah.
And then turns out it was because the microphone was just too sensitive or something.
You can listen to the Hong Kong soap operas in the background.
Yeah. All right. We got Piety through the crematorium. That was really easy. I had her permanently frozen for like a good 3 seconds before she could even come out and teleport, which is hilarious.
So she couldn't even run away?
She couldn't run away. She was stuck.
Nice.
All right. Let's take a look.
I like trying to get Piety down to like 0% health
Yeah.
in that fight.
Well, I didn't even notice. I just like shot a bunch of. I feel like I'm in Cruel or something. I just shot a couple ice spears, like 3 or 4 waves, and then she died. Didn't even know she died, and like, but she stopped attacking me, and I couldn't figure out why. I let go of the ice spear, and I realized she was at 0 HP, and
Yeah, off-screening's so powerful like that.
oh yeah. And that's one of the things. It's like I'm so glad that I didn't do totems, right? Because I wouldn't be able to play the game like this. Okay. Nope. So are you farming dried lakes now, or are you going maps? What's the plan?
I think I'll get a little bit more experience in the lakes, because lakes are lakes.
Right. I mean, it's actually kind of fun to farm dried lakes for the first, couple
Because-
days.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not completely overpowering it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the bosses still take a couple hits.
Okay.
And the experience isn't like super slow.
Right.
Not great, but I mean, just since we've talked here, probably got 40% experience bar. So,
That's pretty good.
yeah.
Overall, dried lakes is. I mean, you can level till like 90 something there, right?
What?
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Well, I
Man.
could. I don't know. I'm not saying that people want to, but you could.
Guess.
Like, say you had to do one of those
Actually,
endless grinds. If you were actually
Yeah.
down for that, I mean, you would be there for quite a long time. Let's roll this one.
Yeah. But I don't think Vol is one of the grinds this season.
I don't think so either. Endgame grinds. Atsiri, Izaro, Eater of Souls, the Cursed King, or any Veil Temple boss. They all sound awful. I wouldn't want to do any of those.
Especially in hardcore.
Yeah. And there's gonna be some guy who's gonna comment, it's like, they're not that bad, it's not that hard, I can do it in a week. Fuck you, man. You don't need to tell me that. Oh, 8 additional items Arcanus box.
Ooh.
Oh, let it ride!
Get her done. Big money, big money.
1 Orb of Regret. And a bunch of transmutes.
Eh,
Eh. Have you ever done Uber Zaro? Did you manage to do it last league?
No.
No?
No.
I feel like that's my goal this time around. I want to do Uber.
Me too. Like we spent all that time getting the unlocks.
Yeah.
Right? And then whenever it came to it, I think I just
Well, I realized my
did.
build was like terrible. Well, not terrible. I don't know. I did something wrong. It wasn't tanky enough. Either that or it didn't do enough damage. But like against boss fights, it was just really bad. And there are a lot of builds like that, right? Where it's like, you can clear just fine. Plenty of builds in the game can clear just fine. But when it comes to fighting a boss of some sort, you just like get wrecked.
Yep. That's why I have changed my build this league.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm definitely going to be a lot tankier. Whoa, whoa, what was this?
What happened?
I don't know. There was some weird... I think there were not the bearers, but the obelisk boss.
Oh.
Or obelisk dudes. But it wasn't like the obelisk from last time. They were doing like lightning tendrils or something like that.
Okay. Let's change the button here to...
Yeah. Carcass Jack is super hacks.
You know, I almost, I think it was yesterday, I wasn't paying attention. And I just, like, killed a whole pack of bearers and stood in it. I think I managed to flame surge out of it in, like, last second. Or flame dash.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I was shitting myself.
Didn't have your
It was pretty scary.
error warning.
Yeah, I didn't have you around to, like, yell at me. That was the difference.
Watch out for the bars.
Alright.
But yeah, the other day, whenever I was passing where I died in Cruel, I was 5 levels lower. I was
5 levels lower?
lower whenever I killed the Resso. And I did not die in softcore. And my gear was shittier.
Oh,
and
that's what you mean.
my pathing was unoptimized.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, it was like a total kick in the balls.
You could have done it, that's what it means.
It totally.
You could have done it. You know what? The difference in hardcore versus softcore is you need to get enough life, not just to survive, but to survive like a lag spike where something would hit you like really hard, just once. You know?
Yep.
Gotta survive one of those too. And that's how they used to build hardcore, with like all that life. But now that you know you got lockstep and everything, not as many people build their character like that.
Also, like all the life notes got nerfed. I mean, that was a
Yes.
while ago, but they
Yes.
did all get nerfed.
That is true. I mean, that's why you got the CI meta right now, right?
Yeah. What was it? It was called like Path of Life Nodes.
Path of life nodes.
Path of Life Nodes.
Now it's path of energy within. I mean, you have the meta builds every single league, right? Like that's never gonna change.
Yep.
It's all about I find myself always to be, you know, 1 or 2 leagues behind the meta. Like I see someone do something cool the previous league and I want to copy it.
Yeah.
And then I always find myself behind, and then whenever I try it out, it gets nerfed or something. It kind of sucks. Like your lightning warp build, that was really popular 2 leagues ago, I think, when controlled destruction first came out.
People were playing Lightning Warp Mines.
Oh yeah. Well, people were trying to figure out lightning warp. That's why last league, 2 leagues ago, Kevin made a lightning warp build. Everyone was doing it.
Huh. Okay.
I think it was in Perandus.
But I don't know. I think mines are really good this league.
Yeah?
because what I can do is I can set up the entire trap
Right.
for the enemies, and then they spawn and then just die.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not just die, but
They die pretty quick.
yeah.
Makes sense. Relentless Fury. Interesting. It looks like a low-level dueling axe. Okay. Let's put this away. Have you completed the what was it? Identify 100 uniques challenge?
Not yet.
No, you're not there yet.
No. How about you?
Probably. I mean, I'm sure I haven't, but I wonder how far I am. I don't even think I'm halfway. Let's see. Identify 15. Oh my god.
I mean, but once you start doing maps, it's like
Yeah,
like
they
uniques
drop like
too, you're
candy.
just
I
like,
get it.
do I even pick up this unique?
But you know what? Like, it's kind of surprising. Like, sometimes you play, and you know, especially with those like the vole farming.
Yeah.
I remember last league I was like, oh yeah, I must have like a lot of vole kills. They do so much stride lakes,
Like,
and I checked it. It was like 13 vole kills.
yeah.
It's actually ridiculous. Oh my god. Like sometimes this game it's kind of deceptive. Sometimes it feels like you spent a lot of time doing something and yet you didn't
No
do
time
much
at
at all. Yeah. Sometimes it feels like you played for 5 minutes and turns out it's been 5 hours.
Yeah, I think that's more common for me.
That's more common. That's
I
understandable.
played so much this weekend.
I was talking about old school Walkmans. What I thought were Walkmans. I had assumed that Walkmans were like those CD players. You know those Sony CD players? Like the portable ones?
Yeah, but no, Walkmans were before that.
Yeah, Walkmans were before that. Someone linked me like a little cassette thingy.
Yeah, and it was actually called Walkman.
Yeah.
But
But
weren't the CD ones? They're called like CD Walkmans.
CD Walkmans, yeah.
That's what they called them. Yeah.
In a way, they were still Walkmans. Like I don't think
Yeah.
I was wrong, but
But
they were
like,
yeah. Someone was like, "Let me
the
show you
OG.
what a real Walkman is." I'm
They
like,
weren't the
"All
OG
right,
Walkmans.
yeah." I was like, "You're the real OG." It's kind of funny though. I was like I was thinking, I'm like, there are probably some people out there who don't even know what Walkmans are. And then someone came and was like, you don't know what a Walkman is. I'm like, you're right, I don't know.
That's good. Yeah.
But that's at the same time, that's how I feel about people with like, do people even obviously you play music on your phones, but remember back after CDs, people were using MP3 players, right?
Yeah.
But it was like those really shitty MP3 players that were basically USB flash drives.
Yeah.
They had like 128 megs of space, sometimes 64, depending on how much money you had, how much you paid for.
64 was like first generation though.
Yeah.
I think by the time most people got them, they had at least.
Well, I remember when 512 was a big deal. I'm like, wow, that's like
You
a
could have-
good
yeah.
like 30 songs.
No, that was more than 30 songs.
What?
Yeah, man. Like the compression in those days, like an MP3 was like 4 megs.
No. If you
Yeah.
had like a
It was like the 192 was like the standard. Nobody was doing like 330 because the things wouldn't even play them.
I had 320.
320?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those
No,
things were
man.
like 10 megs each.
Yeah. But nobody
Or
used
15.
320.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe. Feel free to disagree, whoever's listening. But 320 wasn't that common. Like if you're on Kazaa or whatever.
That's true. But that
Right?
was when I
I
was
mean,
still using, like during the Kazaa days, I was still using CD Walkmans.
okay. And you'd burn the CD.
Yeah, and that was like what, like 15 songs maybe?
Yeah. Or you could do if you had one of the cool CD players, not the Walkmans, because the Walkmans were
No,
full of shit.
the ones
But
where
you
you can
could,
like switch CDs, so you got multiple tracks.
or the MP3 CD players.
What's the MP3?
Those
Oh
were-
yeah, the CDRWs, right?
Yeah, and you could play CDRWs.
Yeah, those were really cool.
Right?
I
And then
remember
you
at
could
the
have-
time I was like, this is like the peak of
Yeah.
technology.
Right? And you'd have like 500 songs on a CD.
Yeah.
Or maybe not 500
Oh, I don't know
songs,
about
but
500
You would have
songs.
you would have a lot of songs on
Uh-huh.
one CD.
Oh my god. Okay.
And then skipping through took forever, but
Mhm.
next.
Yeah, and you want to find a specific song?
Yeah.
It's like impossible.
Oh, it's like 140.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever had that many songs on a CD though. Like it, if anything, it just doubled my capacity, but I never had like 500. Maybe like 50 songs.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But I remember when I was like really jealous of people who had like multiple tracks in their cars where you can play multiple CDs. I really wanted one of those. Where's the boss? Oh.
That's not a good question to have. Apparently, some of these new maps, like, well, all of the low-level maps are different now.
Oh yeah?
Right? Oh yeah. So, like different bosses and different everything.
Things were like kind of weird just now because there was a prophecy involved
Okay.
and like stuff was getting summoned. I don't know. I summoned like a little boss and then there was a totem doing like flame blast. I whatever, we did it. For a second I had couldn't talk. Thought I was gonna die.
Yeah. Gotta pay attention.
Yeah, for sure. I mean that's kind of like the cool thing about playing hardcore, right? Even like the small situations seem really stressful. So
Yeah.
I like that. That's pretty cool. Nope.
You should
Shoot.
see how big my orb of storms is right now. Takes up half of my screen.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm thinking of picking up Orb of Storms as well, I think. Maybe for
Curse application?
yeah, curse application or mostly curse application and power charge and hit
Hmm.
or power charge and crit. I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I should drop Herald of Thunder for Arctic Armor, but then I'll need a way to curse on hit, right?
Yep.
feel like in hardcore, a bit more defense never hurts. Where the heck?
So it's working well for me right now. I just have it in a 4-link right now, but
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably move it up to a 5
Okay.
and then have 2 curses applied. Either conductivity and temporal chains, or temp chains and enfeeble or something like that.
Yeah, I got double curse going, or almost. Specking towards it. I think I'll be doing temp chains. Enfeeble or temp chains.
Warlords?
Assassin's Mark.
Okay. What gives that gives you multi?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because that's what you want. It's like critical chance.
Yeah.
Almost useless for you.
It's
Why would you want chance?
it's quite
right?
useless, yeah.
Like you're pretty much at 100% anyway.
Well, I'm not completely at 100%. If anything, I'm probably more at like 60%. But I cast pretty fast, so I have spell echo, so every two hits like crits anyways, right?
Yeah.
So I don't really care. And right now, like the temporal chains is really nice because if I do apply crit, the temp chains, yeah, increases the duration.
Makes it, yeah.
But I feel like Arctic Armor is pretty good as well, since most of the time I am stationary when casting. So, I don't know. I don't think I mind losing a lot of damage. I just don't want to lose curses, that's all.
Yeah.
And like applying curses with Herald of Ice is awful.
And with the Herald of Thunder, you're probably procking it a whole lot, eh?
Yeah, a lot. Well, every time I freeze something, they like every time I crit, they get shocked, right?
Yeah.
And if they're shocked and they die, it procs Herald of Thunder.
Okay.
It's really good synergy, really. I'm relying on Herald of Thunder to apply the shocks, which gives me more damage,
And can that
which
is
gives me like
Herald
more
of
freeze
Thunder-
duration.
Is Herald of Thunder, does it center on you or the mob?
On me.
On you.
So, yeah, that's the only drawback, I guess. Curses only get applied when enemies actually get close to me.
Yeah.
But I think that's
But-
fine. Like, if you get close enough, you'll get cursed. And the whole point is I'm going to try to off-screen you and hope you don't get close. Right? I don't know. Maybe Orb of Storms will be better. But that's a 4-link already. Orb of Storms, Curse on Hit, Temp Chains,
Yep.
and something else. Another curse, because I have dual curse.
That's fine.
But then I want Power Charge and Crit.
Oh. So then you need to put it in a 5.
Yeah, I don't have a 5 to put it in. I could potentially do Orb of Storms, Curse on Hit, Power Charge and Crit, 1 curse, and then put another Curse on Hit on like another skill. Like my golems or something.
I don't know. That doesn't sound as ideal.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of the reason why I don't really want to let go of Herald of Thunder, though.
Yeah. I can see totally why. I don't know if it's a defensively applying curses, then that seems like a defensive skill.
Yeah,
Right.
but is it better than
You're
Arctic
not-
Armor? That's the thing, right?
Arctic armor is what, 8%? Or
Arctic
does it
Armor
scale?
is... It's flat.
It's flat, yeah.
It's, at level 20, it's 12% less fire. Oh, 13% less physical. Sorry, it's not
Okay,
flat.
13.
Less physical. That's a lot.
Yeah. It used to be flat.
It used to be
Isn't
flat,
anymore.
yeah.
And it was totally broken whenever it was flat.
That's true. It still
'Cause it would
seems broken, to be
after
honest.
everything. 13%? I
The
mean,
physical for a caster, you don't have that much
yeah,
armor.
but armor doesn't really help against the big hits anyway.
Yeah.
Are you doing mind over matter? No,
Yes,
you
I
are.
am.
Okay, so then that's really big as it is.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. It just seems to me like the big hits are probably ones that you're moving to avoid.
That's probably true. I just don't want to get killed by a bunch of mini hits, you know? Those are pretty annoying too.
Yeah.
Ah, God damn it. I cannot. See, a ring like this, I would want that mana regen, but I don't want any of those other nodes. They all suck. 57% mana regen and then a bunch of bad affixes.
That's. Oh.
7% fire, 6 to 13 cold damage to attacks, 4 to all elemental resistances. Like, this game is trolling me. I need that mana regen so bad, though. That's the thing.
The trickster.
57.
I did the I got my second set of ascendancies,
Okay.
and the trickster, man, I love the mana skill. It's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, the one that gives you mana or the one that says you don't spend any mana?
Both of them.
Okay.
The one that gives mana is sick. It's just so ridiculous
Yeah.
for a mind over matter build because I'm just spamming, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even if I'm surrounded and taking hits all the time, my mana pool doesn't really go down.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
Tricksters are surprisingly tanky. You know? You wouldn't see it on like when you first look at the build. Mind over matter in general, actually. It's I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't play enough casters. It was very surprising, like how much effective life pool I had. I really like it.
Essentially, essentially it's more than 30%.
Well, yeah. It's essentially it's let's see. Essentially, it's like 7 endurance charges permanently on all damage, as long as you have the mana to back it up. Right?
Yep. Pretty redonk.
Yep.
Yeah. So I can't wait for the Merciless Lab, and then I'll get some more chance to dodge shit.
Yeah, for me, the Merciless Lab isn't as... Well, it's 50-50, I guess. Could be good. Haven't decided what I want yet. Nothing like super important. It'll give you... It either give me like a bit more damage or a bit more defense. There's one node that it's like anything nearby, you take I don't know. I have like a couple choices. There's
Okay.
the consecrated ground one,
Yeah.
which if I take, I have to do Uber Izaro. But if I get the next 4 ascendancy points, it gives you 4% regen, HP regen, 4% energy shield regen, and 4% mana regen when you're on consecrated ground.
Oh.
So you think about that with Mind Over Matter, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I'm thinking about it.
Then there's the one ascendancy which gives you like 8% less elemental damage taken from nearby things, which is pretty damn good as well. It's 8% less damage. That's like that's Arctic armor right there, right?
But it's dangerous time trying to get them.
Well, I don't want them to be nearby in the first place, you know?
Yeah. I was more thinking it's dangerous to go through the Merciless lab,
That too.
the Uber lab.
Yeah, so like the consecrated ground one I'm like really hesitant about because it means I have to do Uber. 8% less elemental damage seems pretty good though. That's probably what I'm gonna go for. The other one is oh, what was it? Like 30% increased attack speed when you use a spell, or no. Let me see. 30% increased spell damage if you cast a spell recently. 30% increased cast speed if you attack recently. So you use that with like Whirling Blades or something. That's like okay. That's if I want to apply Permanent Fortify with Whirling Blades. I don't even know if I want to do that. Because once again, it means something will get close to me.
Always keeping
I want
the
to keep.
world at a distance.
Yeah, I want to keep like a. That's why Decoy Totem is so important to me. You can keep a distance. I feel like this is the path of Decoy Totems. That's what this league is. Path of CI and Path of Decoy Totems. Path of Decoys.
He's right.
Okay. Let's take another couple prophecies. These prophecies make the game a lot more challenging, actually. It's good and bad. Oh.
In a long lost dream, great foes hide in tiny boxes.
Got a monstrous treasure prophecy.
It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so with our extra point, let's go for Curse Effect. Mm-hmm. And then let's try and finish up the marketplace. Wow, I've been going for 40 minutes and I only got to the marketplace. I'm surprised. I thought I would get to the docks at least. Going really slow.
What's happening?
Well, I guess I'm actually like...
You're killing stuff.
I'm killing
That's
stuff.
the problem.
Yeah.
You're not just running by it.
Yeah, in a race I would just run, but I'm too scared of letting them clump up. So I'm actually killing it. Okay, well, if that's the case, I'm going to end the episode right here. We got to the marketplace. So I guess next episode we're going to try for the docks and Battlefront. And if we can get a Solaris waypoint, we can maybe do Piety next episode. If not, it's going to take a while to get to the Solaris as well. But yeah, that's the end of today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, as always, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more updates in the future. Otherwise, keep in touch, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.